Hey guys, Sublord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studios series Dark of the Moon Elite Class Megatron. Because, well, we looked at Shockwave yesterday. This is the only other leader class from Dark of the Moon, at least the Decepticons, that is out or available. So I decided to heck with it. Why don't we knock this one out as well? I've had him for some time now, never reviewed him before, so what the heck. That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, and unlike Shockwave, I do have all of his accessories. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at said accessories, shall we? First off, we have this little critter here. He kind of looks like a robot critter, doesn't he? That old 80s movie. But his name is Igor. I don't know if he did any switch pulling, but he does have little ball jointed arms. And he does have legs that move, a la an Imaginext figure, if you're familiar with those. But cool little guy. He's mostly in the Africa base scene in the movie, so there's that. Wakanda forever. And then we also have his shotgun, which is kind of hollow on one side. It kind of sucks, but it looks fine on this side, so I guess that's kind of what counts. But if he's going to hold it like this, that's not going to look great. So I don't know why the inside and why the outside is the hollow part instead of the inside. It's very weird. But it does have a couple pegs, so it can attach to the very Mad Max inspired truck mode. Which, yeah, this Megatron doesn't turn into some weird Cybertronian thing. He actually turns into a Mack truck, just like our own Optimus Prime. So there you go. But as far as his aesthetic goes, I like the cloak. I thought the cloak was always cool. It's not the best material, but it is material. He's got the hood. He's got this chain thing holding it on. It's all fine and dandy. As far as articulation goes, his head will look side to side. If we pull his hood back, you can see he's got some scarring from his battle with Jetwing Prime in Revenge of the Fallen. It's carried over to his look here. Again, he's got this chain harness thing. He does have weapon storage on his back here for that shotgun. Question is, where did that go? Something like that. It's like right around here is where it goes, but it's kind of tricky because the hole is rather small. There. Something like that. So you can store the shotgun on his back. It's not the tightest fit, but it fits. His shoulders go up about this far. Back down, they will rotate back and forth. Just be mindful of this cloak. You don't want to shred it or anything. He does have a bicep swivel. And double jointed elbow, thanks to transformation. Top joint's a little stiffer than the bottom joint. And then it doesn't look like he has anything in the hands, which kind of sucks, but oh well, I guess. Maybe a hinge of some kind? Not even a hinge. Feels like there is nothing to... Oh! Alright, he does have a hinge in the hand there. It moves up and down. The appropriate hinge for holding stuff. And I just knocked the shotgun off. He's got no waist twist, but he does have some pretty decent clicky joints in the hips. Move back and forth, in and out. No thigh cut, unless it's down by the knee. Let me see here. What's going on? Does not appear to have any thigh cut. That kind of blows. That's surprising. I thought he had a thigh cut. Does he have anything in his knees? Oh, there it is. It's down here. So you get that. Nice tight clicky joints in the knees. Both of them, I assume? Both of them, yep. That's nice and tight. He does have a rocker, kinda, but his feet are like super kibbly, so you're not gonna get a lot out of that. In fact, his legs are probably the worst part of him because they are very chunky. So while he's not gonna have trouble standing per se, it doesn't look the best. Like, at all. Can I get this wrist to move too? Alright, the thumb wants to move. This hand moves individually. This hand is a solid piece. That's probably why it was tough to move. But putting his shotgun back on his back, if I can. Pop this on. Come on, you. Come on, you. There we go. There's a shotgun. And Igor actually does have a place to stand on his shoulder, but when you're using the cloak, you can't get to it. But I did find that you can, in fact, get Megatron's legs in one piece. I really wish the front panels snapped in. They're just kind of friction hinges, and that's not cutting the mustard. But we can put Igor on this chain here. Right there. Right here. And he will stay there. Somewhat. It's not perfect. It is loose, but it does something, so there you go. Got that pivoted inward to these feet. There. But there is Dark of the Moon Megatron in all his cloaked glory. We bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibolith. Right there. And the infamous 11th Spawn, who's not going to be towering over everyone today, but is, no, he's like a head shorter. I didn't think this guy was that tall, but I do have his legs extended somewhat, so maybe that's what's doing it. But at any rate, there you go. So with that being said, it's now time that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the questionable engineering in the legs, I have to say that this Dark of the Moon Megatron is most likely a step up from the Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Megatron. Aside from the articulation, because I think the Revenge of the Fallen one might have him beat there, I think the paint apps on this one are much better, and the vehicle mode is a little bit more satisfying of an end result as opposed to some crazy Cybertronian thing that makes sense but at the same time doesn't make sense. Either way, we'll be taking a look at that Megatron in the next few days, but until then, before we wrap this up, why don't we get this guy transformed and take a look at his alt mode. And as promised, here we have good old Megatron in his tanker truck alt mode, and while it is a more satisfying alt mode than the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, possibly even the 07 one, I have to say that the process of getting him to this point is a right pain in the balls. So much so that I flat up gave up, and these side panels here are not even tabbed in. Like, his wheels aren't on the ground back here. This is a mess. Like, this whole arm assembly, how this is supposed to go, it just doesn't make sense. It feels like something is supposed to move back, but nothing feels like it can physically move back. So I don't know what's going on with that. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this is the best I can do. That said, I also know that this is a free show, so, you know, at the end of the day, who the heck displays their Transformers in alt mode anyways? I mean, really. And also, the little hold ornament on mine broke clean off while I was trying to transform this thing. So if anything, I might have my dad try and smooth that out so it appears a little less broken, if that's even possible. And when I say broke off, it was like 0 effort, because this front section is not that hard to do. It's this back section that's hard to do. I could see something breaking back here, but not up here in the front. So why this whole giant mess of spikes is soft plastic and this hood ornament isn't, no idea. That said, there is room to store the shotgun somewhere, and probably room for this guy somewhere, but I really couldn't tell you where it is, because this transformation is hot garbage. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, for better or for worse, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.